Hello everybody, this is Sonya. Now today I want to do some more work in this journal, but I'm actually not going to be putting it in there yet. I'm going to make some sort of a piece of work. I'm going to do a piece of work, okay, and I'm going to show you how I'm doing the piece of work that I want to put in it. Now I can use it for, I can have a pocket, or I'm liking that bit. I've got this nice piece of linen. It's a linen cloth that I bought the other day for a few I think it was $2 or $1 or something, but it's got these peaky corners on it, and it's got this bit here, and I'm thinking if I did it here I'd have a pocket, wouldn't I? And I don't think I could make it much bigger than that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut off, because if this was a pocket, I'm going to put some like an interesting flower on there, okay? I'm going to show you how to do that in a minute. Now, do I want to just cut that across there? I think I can manage with it just this little. I think I can manage with it just that little, so I'm going to cut that across there. I might just take it up a tiny bit higher. Now, I've got plenty, so I'm not going to really panic too much if I've wrecked it. I don't think I have. Mind you, if it costs you a lot of money, you'd probably be a bit more careful, I suppose. But anyway, I try to be careful with it no matter what. So, I'm going to fix this up so it looks a bit more like it could be a pocket. What do you reckon? Just for curiosity's sake, I'm just going to have a little look on and see if the size of it's... Oh, yeah, well, I couldn't do it any bigger, could I? Okay, it couldn't be done any bigger than that. Righto. So, because I wanted to put some pieces in, I want to do a little bit of embroidery, and I want to do, you know, something different that I haven't done for a long time, and something that you know, you can learn, and then it'll look really good in the book, won't it? Now what I need to do now is make a shape for a flower to start with, because I'm just going to put like a daisy shape on here. I need here, I like to use the one with the rubber on then, because then you can rub it out, but I think I'll use paper too as well, you know. I like to draw my picture. Look at this, I've got a piece of paper. I like to draw my picture. But what I'm going to do is to make it so I can I know there's all ways you can do these, you know, to get your design. I think maybe 3, maybe 4. No, I'll have to. Gee, I change my mind a lot, don't I? You got to just go with what you're doing, okay? And I don't think this might be too big. I want 5 petals, don't I? I want 5, okay? Or I could make it like this. Couldn't I? That would work nicely, wouldn't it? Think about what you're going to do on it first before you do that, Sonya. And then you've got a stem. A bit in here, you know. There might be a bit fat. Right. A flower, Sonya, do a flower. It doesn't matter if it's not absolutely perfect, does it? It's not too bad, I suppose. Bringing them bits is alright. Actually, that's going to have to come down there. Now I've got to have a centre piece. There. That's not bad. I'll have that one. This bit is a bit fat, but I can change that up and just cut a bit off it. Okay, I'm in Australia. It's going to be really hot today. Hope everybody's staying safe away from all the germs and things, hey? Good to be doing that. You stay right safe, hey? Okay, make this a little bit smaller, this one. And that one. Now, I know I've only got one flower here, but I can put other things on it as well, because this is going to be a tiny bit of work on this bloke. Okay. Okay, that one's they're a bit skew with, but you know, it'll be fine. I'll throw things on you. Right, this is going to look amazing. I just know it is. That's a crooked pin I picked up yesterday too, I did. Right, put that in there like that. Right, now I'm going to do it, I thought I might do it in this colour here. I'll do my edge in this colour. No, maybe I'll do my edge in this colour. The blue. Righto, do the blue. Okay. So you need to get a whatever sort of thread you want to use. You know, the any sort. I've got some pearl thread here. It's actually crochet thread. You can do embroidery in that with it too. You can buy hanks as well as that sort of thing there. Okay, I've got the fan going, it's making that noise, but you know, it's just how the way things are, isn't it, really? Now, hang on, you've got to do both, you're going to thread both colours up, hang on, I'm not couching, sort of, not all the way, just nobody panic, you'll see what's going on any minute now. So we need to put this up here. Put that on there like that. So I've got two threads. Doesn't matter what thickness, if they are same or different, that does not matter. You know, the thickness of them. Mine are pretty close to being the same. One's a pearl one, and this one is not pearl, but it is a crochet thread, and it is really good too. It could be called a pearl one. It's very thin, righto. So what you need to do now is have knots. A good idea to have some knots. Right, so I've got this one here. I'm going to actually start by couching down this because I have to for my outside piece. So what I'm going to actually come up with down here, I have to come up down there. Okay, I'll bring the blue one up as well. There's the blue one. Right, this one's not even through there. Okie dokie. Now, if I put this one down, right, and the blue one, I'm going to follow this around. This is the best. Well, look, if you can draw it onto your piece of material, you know, go ahead and do that. But I'm a bit, you know. Anyway, so I need little stitches. I need little stitches coming up here on this, holding it down. Put them as close together as you can. Even if you've got to go back down in the same hole because it won't pull all the way through because you've got your blue thread underneath it. Okay? Now, I'm going around here. We are couching this bit first because we do need this to work on, okay? I will take out the paper in a minute when I've got it round here. You need this piece here that's I'm thinking too now about doing my the rabbit journal I was making. I've got it out this morning, had a bit of a look what I've done so far. That doesn't look too bad, does it really? So I'm going to be doing that later as well. I mightn't have time to sleep. That's okay, but be all right. But see, you can't really get up in the middle of the night and do sewing if you can't sleep, because that's not a good idea. You should try and do your best with your sleeping, you know. Do your best to get some sleep. Okay, I better look at the time. I should be able to get this on here and get started before the, show you what I'm doing. So well, no, I'm trying to. When I first come on YouTube, I could not think of enough things to do to take up 15 minutes. I can't get it under 50. Oh dear. I can't get it under 50 minutes. That's got to come down there. Now, so this will be... Right, I'm going to take this one here, the blue one. Excuse me, got the hiccups, I think. I have to get a drink in a minute. Got to take the blue one down through the back. See there? I'm taking it through the back and I'm going to bring it back up here. So, because I only need it to come down in the middle bit, all right? Now I'm going to come up there, back up here with my purpley one, mauve colour, whatever colour it is, whatever it is. Now I've gone with the blue, the same colour as the fabric, because I thought it might be a good idea to use that. It doesn't really matter what you use, you can please yourself. This can be done in lots of different ways, so I'm going to have to I'll show you eventually one day down the track, because I was looking at my bunny page today, the one we're doing for Rachel and Sarah, and I was going to have a try at that, and I thought, I don't know, something's blocking me from doing that. I think sometimes they say when, you're supposed something's not working, you better go away from it. But I think my bunny's too big. I think he's taking up too much room, and so is the ball on my page, I think they're taking up too much space, and I feel like I want to take him off there and put a different one. And that's okay. If I want to do that, I will. But I've only got a few days before this one's finished, so I need to get some stitching done on it, and I really don't think I've left myself much room for that. So we come up in there. Down in there, just like pretty close to what you're doing is what you need. Get close to your flower. That's what you need to do. You sort of my great outline of a flower. Yeah, I can take that little fella out of the middle now, and I'm going to go back down to the back again with wrong one. This needle here. This needle, I'll take it through the back. We've got to have a centre in this, don't we? And then come up around here now. So this is something you could use in your stitching journal if you'd like to, or just anybody can just learn how to do them anyway, whether you're doing that or not. Just learn how to do this anyway. Got a big cobbly up knot there. Brilliant, Sonya. And come on. Righto, got that loosened up. It might have been a little bit. We've got it caught in here still. Haven't loosened it at all, Sonya. You've got to completely take this undone now. Come on, you can get it out. It's only a bit of a knot thing. It's only a bit of a tangle because it wraps around itself and tangles up. Its thread does. Right, I'm up here now, aren't I? Yes. We're going around the corner here. Okay. hubby is cooking today some lamb shanks with vegetables. Ooh, that sounds tasty, doesn't it? I'm sure it will be. He likes to have a bit of a cook, something a bit different sometimes, because sometimes you get into a habit of just having the same things, but he's usually pretty stuck to just meat and vegetables. He's not very he doesn't really go further than much than that. Nothing too spicy or anything. He won't eat anything like that. He doesn't know what it tastes like, that's why. He's never had anything. He doesn't like the smell of things spicy, he says. So, but anyway, that's okay. If I want something different, well, we'll just learn to... I'll have something different. Alright, now we go up here. Bringing up the blue so we can take it round this way. Right. The cat come pouncing in the room this morning, singing out. At 10 to 7, he probably thought, that's it, get up now. I didn't get out straight away. I was looking for me clothes. I didn't have to look that far, but I wasn't really hurrying. And he come in there and he went, meow. Just to say, what are you doing? He's very bossy, but that's okay, I suppose. We love him anyway, little rotter. He's just a little rotter. He's very bossy. If you're taking too long at something, he'll meow at you. He comes in there in the lounge room, and if the door's shut, and you sit there and look at Jeremy as if to say, well, you're going to get up and open the door, or you're just going to sit there? You can tell he's thinking that, you really can. He's always on the wrong side of the door. We've always said that about him. There's another stitch up here, I missed that. I need to put one part way along. That's that bit there. Gonna have to have a drink of water. I'm nearly talking about it. I should get on with it. Okay, so we come up this way, and now I think when I did something like this before, and I don't know whether it was the little picture I was doing or something. I don't remember now whether I put it up or not. Or sometimes I just do the videos and don't like them, so I take them down. I think I showed you this before, and all you've got to do is just pull that paper off, and if you were using a bit of tracing paper, that thin one, or something, you could probably get it off easier, or just draw your picture straight onto the piece of fabric anyway. Whatever you want to do, just put it straight onto the fabric. Now, so if I do this, I can also actually cut it out after and use it as a, just as what it is, just sort of thing, It's a flower, but I'm going to leave it on this because I want to put it in the journal. I figure I'd like to put some of my work in my journals because that's just, Now we're going to go down to the back of here when we come to the end. See? Righto. So that's that on there. Okay. I'll tie them both together to end them off. Oh no, I don't need to take I'll just tie the blue one on. I'll just end off the blue one. Okay. Let's pull that through. There. I'm just tying it up. I'm not doing anything too fancy. I'm just doing a couple of knots there. And I'll cut off the blue one. I'll come over to the front and I'll tear off this. Alright. This bit. Now if you wanted to make more than one, you'd make copies. You do a few copies of this, right? You need to, if you want them to be the same, because you're going to be pulling them apart, see, so before you start stitching them, you want to make more than one. Do that. Okay, now Oh, come on. Come off there. This bit, come off there. There's paper in there. There is. I can see it. Doesn't want to leave me. Oh, no, we got it. Okay, now for the next bit, I'm going to have a drink of water. Okay. So I can show you what to do. So we've finished off here where we've cut that, made that knot there. Hope that stays. It should be right. Yes, it's good. Okay, so what you need to do is start at the top, I reckon. Well, of course we will. And we're going to put a blanket stitch to start with over this. Go underneath it. Don't go through the fabric, okay? Just go underneath that and underneath that. And maybe another one. No, it won't fit. Another one over here. Pull it right across. See what I'm doing? Okay. Underneath there. If you use the blunt end of the needle to go underneath, could be a good idea. Hold your needle and cotton up so it can untwist. I hit you, I'm sorry. Didn't mean to. Okay, so we're going to go under there and bring it down. And under there and bring it down. And another one underneath. Get that in there, it'll work, it will work. And under there. And that's probably enough that way, maybe. I think that's about right, okay? So you've got that there now. So what you're going to do is you're going to go through to the back, and I think, and then you're going to come up there. Hang on, I should have just went straight underneath that, but that doesn't matter. We'll come out again up there. Wait a minute, I shouldn't have put that through the back at all, I don't think. Just let me see here. Where's that piece? I shouldn't have took it through the back. I need to just take it across. Come on. So you're going to get this bit and you want to take it over there, okay? And I haven't put enough in there, I don't think. That was naughty of me. But I'm just going to take this across here and take it through to the back of the work, right, like so. Then I'm going to come up. I'll come up above it in that one above there. And I don't know if I'm doing this upside down or not, I probably am. And you've got to go through the base of the top here. Pick up your first stitch. I think that's the first stitch. Wait a minute. Righto. Just pick up the line. The piece of string. I'm going to do here. I'm trying to concentrate and my mouth isn't working again today. Under there, you go under that bottom bit and under that bit and pull that through. And when you're finished, you're going to have a thing that you can actually cut off if you want to, these petals, without them falling apart, of course. But I don't think we'd do that. We don't think we'd do that today. Okay, so what we're doing is we're creating like a knitted, I suppose it's like knitted. You want to get this bit here and this bit here and put that through. And I've got a knot. Got to unravel this. This is a bit. You go through the top bit and catch the bottom piece and go like that. Now this is pulling it down a bit and it won't really matter. It'll form a shape for your petal. And if I get it, I'll show you up close in a minute what I've got here. Wait a minute. I've got to find another one. I've run out of places to go, so I'm going to have to hook this round this end, hook it round there, right, and get set up that way, righto. Now you need to take this across here again, and maybe we'll hook it round this way again. Okay, I should have probably brought it down a bit further because we're going to be too close. Right, I could have brought that down a bit further, and I think I will. So hang on a minute. Do that and put it down a bit further. Maybe the further I go along, the more you'll be able to see what I'm doing and pick it up, yourself too. So what you need to do is catch this piece here. All right, you need this bit. So I might get under there and get that bit, and then go across here and do this side. Get that bit under there. I still didn't take it down very far. It doesn't matter. And it's not particularly straight either, and that doesn't matter either, because, well, it will be if you pull it up there, Sonia, I suppose. Okay, so you want to come under this piece here and down through and use that bit, your line. And then you go under there and get your next stitch. I might have went too far. I think I could have went through that bit of thread, I don't know. You go under here. I'll try and figure out how to zoom this in here in a minute. No, not working for me. I'll come down here with this. Under there, and that bit, okay. Under there, and under that bit. I see the idea of this is, suppose you could pad this up too, couldn't you? Could you not got it on the, if you wanted to. I'll have to come across here. Can you see what I'm doing? Can you see that? Pretty cool, eh? And then I'm going to go down here again and just catch that side bit. Take it across here. I might go underneath that stitch there. I'll try and keep this in the shot. If I keep my arms in the same place, we might be right. We are slowly coming down. We don't want to. You could make it more open by just doing less stitches if you wanted to, and you could have it a bit more open. So we want to catch the first piece here and go down under that, and don't forget to lip that bit through there. So you've got to have that lip through there. Okay, I think this is going to look pretty good. No doubt about that. Okay, under there. I haven't got enough thread on here, but I'm fighting it. I want to go across the other side, but I don't think I can. No, I don't think I've got enough cotton. Okay. Well, I don't want to end in the middle, so I'm going to come back. I'm going to undo that so I can go through to the back and end it off and then start again, okay? Because I don't want to be trying to just use a tiny bit of thread, and muck it up. I want to do it so it's nice. Okay. Wait a minute. I can't even thread it now. I hope everybody's having a good day sewing. Whoops. It's got to go through the back. It just has to. I find this way's easier to thread for some reason, I don't know. There we go. Got it? No? Yes? No? Yes? Oh dear. Not really. You've got one piece more hurry, less speed. Hang on a minute. Nobody panic. I got to be honest with you, I'm here peeping about on the desk trying to see me needle thread and I can't. Oh dear, I did it the other day. Hang on, we've done it. We'll go through to the back now. Righto. And end it off in there, and then we'll come out again with in another part. push it through there. Righto. Now we can do another bit, another piece of thread. Okie dokie. I know you might think this is going to take a long time to make a flower, but it does sometimes. See, I could have went that way too, but I'm looking at it. It's okay if I'm going this way. I'm going to sneeze. Sorry, maybe not. Oh dear, and it'll. Oh dear me. Sorry about that. It'll too much air. It won't matter if it's not. They're not both going the same direction. All these petals are not stitched in the same direction. It doesn't matter. It does not matter. Now you couldn't really cut that off. I don't know why I said that, because that'll all come undone. I'm thinking about what I would do if I had the wire in it, because I could do it with the wire and cut that off. Okay, so we need to pick up the one above it here, and maybe I'm pulling this too tight. I better be careful. I'll make it too much out of shape, won't I? There's one bit, because this bit here is a bit wider than the top bit. There's another one. Stitch, another stitch. Now you don't have to pick up every one of the stitches above it, because you know that it doesn't matter as long as you've got it neat and tidy and it looks right. You can just put less stitches, or you can even do more if you think you need them. And I've been naughty and started to do less. See, so that there now can be padded. Well, when you get on with the rest of it first, of course, you have to finish it first before you can go padding it up, I guess, don't you? I guess be a good idea. Well, you can't, because I'll show you how to finish it off, and you've got to pad it first if that needs to be. Right, so I've gone round the blue bit on the end there and just caught that like so. Okay, that doesn't look too bad. I don't mind that at all. So we're still going across. I don't know how come I wasn't going that way. I don't know what I'm thinking about, but anyway, we're still going to have to go across here. So I'll just push that down in there. I'm making it very, very, very padded, like very dense. That's the word we wanted. And just keep coming up along here with these bits. Hope you can see what we're doing. Now this is a needle weaving stitch. I have got no idea what it is called at the moment. I'm sorry, I can't tell you. Stump work's used a lot in stump work. Well, a lot. It just depends on what you're making, I suppose, whether you use it a lot or not. I'll come up under this piece now and go across here again. Go down in there. Now, I don't think I'll pad this one, this flower, but now if you would get your piece of something and push it up under there, this might actually work. I'll have a bit of fluff off this little. Should I pad it up? Why not? Might as well. It's not going to make any difference, is it? I need something that's going to push it up under there and it's not going to pull it back out. That's not much to ask, is it? Okay. Lift that up. Right. Push that in there. Now, because I've done it really dense, I'm going to be able to have it. Now that would just look just good as a jellyfish, maybe, or well, whatever. Okay, where's that piece? There it is. I think I might have did this before. I showed you something like this one time before, I guess. I don't know if it's exactly the same. There's scissors. That's better. Put a bit in there, Sonya. Give it a bit of dimension. Like, make it look nice. Right. And where's my bit? Well, that's the bit that I took over. Okay. Now, it's padded up. Look at that. Isn't that snazzy? Okay. Now the next part, we're going to do this here. I don't think I want to finish it off yet. I think I'm going to do another row, because I'm not quite over to this next petal. So you need to pick up your this bit, your little piece that went across, which is hiding under there. Come on. And do your stitch. That bit, do your stitch. I have to push it away from what I'm doing for a minute, that fluffy piece. Maybe I don't think I put too much in there. It's just a way of, you just got to sort of hang on to it, don't you? Make sure you got a hold of everything, and a piece of that and a bit of that. And then the last row, we'll just hook round onto the bottom of the petal, which is the side of the petal, because of my, I suppose I can go across there with the piece anyway, a piece of string, thread. Now we come up at the back, pick up that bit, and the blue piece. Right, the blue bit that you've couched down. Okay. Now I might have to, I don't know if I have to make the rest of them sideways for it to look right. Just do as many as you need, and many stitches as you need, because you're going to, there's a shape to it, see, so it's going like, you know, into a shape, as you can see. So that will be that one done, okay? There you go. Isn't that neat? And it's padded, you know, so I reckon that looks really classy. Really nice, eh? I like that, I do. Now I'm going to try and bring this one down that way. Try and make that one go that way. Going to take this bit of thread off. I'll be able to use it on something else later, you know, because I don't want to run out again like I did when I was doing it before. Now I only put a bit of this wool in that, stuffed a bit of wool in there, that's all I did. We'll just have a little tiny bit more of a go. I'll try and do another one for you, another piece of, and I think I'll be doing it. I've decided that these sample pieces will be just the thing to put into my my journals that I'm making. So that's quite close to the top, but that doesn't matter, because I'm going to put something under there or do some sort of work along it or whatever, you know, it won't matter, it'll be fine. Let's even put something across that part there, because that's stretchy. It's cut on the cross, that's why. It's not cut with the grain, it's cut across the grain of the fabric. And that means, I'll show you that in a minute, because a lot of people don't know what that means. Oh, well, they haven't sort of learnt, because there's lots of other things you do, don't you? And you don't sort of learn a lot of other things. So when you're sewing, there's lots of things to learn. So get your material. And I'm going to do it with this piece here. So your fabric, as a rule, if it's cotton or cotton polyester, it won't stretch that way. But if you do that, it stretches like that, see? So that's cut across the grain. The grain of material is running that way and that way. They go like these two directions. And this is called cut on something on the cross. And then if you cut it on the cross, it's easier if you're putting it around a trim or something, okay? And because where I took that off there, was obviously, you can see that these stitches are going that way. So you can see that that's been cut out on the cross, so it was, they wanted to make it pointy, okay? You get me? I hope so. I hope it wasn't just really unclear, totally unclear. Now, we're going to try another one. We're going to have a go at another one. I might do the one across this side here. I'm thinking I might do this one here. What do you reckon? So what I need to do is start here and go across, don't I? Yep. I'll just pick up these to start with. I thought this is what I did in the first place. I must have turned my work around, did something. But anyway, so I'm going to do this one. Oh, I suppose I should have put one next to the one I've already done because I could show you, but all you need to do is pick up the blue and that'll all join up. So as long as you stick with the blue bits and hang on to them, it'll work for you. Now this is pretty wide, the top part of this, so I'm going to come across here a bit. And there you go, there on the side. And I'll take my piece of cotton across here. I don't know whether people go down the back of this or not. I don't know whether that's a thing whether you put this down the back, because it seems to be to me that I've got it hooked up there. But it just depends, I suppose, what you do, because when I do across here, it should be looking okay. We'll see what happens. It needs to go down the behind there, I think. Okay, it'll be fine. I'm not worried about that. I know when I get there what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to pick that up and that piece and cobble this up. This is very knotty cotton, isn't it? Very knotty cotton. If I'd have put more of these little couching down pieces, that might have worked for me better, because I could have went underneath that one, and I probably will when I'm coming back. Use it for to hold that down. And now I've missed me. Oh, did I get it? Yes. Okay, right. Sorry about that. Oh, this curly up thing. It's all curled up around there again. Get around there. I'll have to let it drop down so it'll untangle. Spinning it around there. Okay. Now this is lifting up a bit because I haven't couched it down a lot, but that doesn't matter because it'll give it some sort of interest, you know. It's a different way. It'll look different from the rest of them, and that's what you really need in the long run. You want it to look creative and interesting, don't you? Okay. Creative and interesting. And now look at me going the wrong way again, am I? Oh no. Thought I was there for a minute. And even though there wasn't a bit there for me to pick up, I'm going to go down underneath this one now. See that bit that's going over there? I'm going to go underneath it so it'll catch onto there. Righto. Take it across here. It's too high. I suppose I could go down through the back and come back up again. I don't know. I did all right doing it when I was doing, so stick to what you're doing, Sonya. It'll be fine. Just go underneath this bit with your, whoops, too far down. Let me sit up a bit. Push it up there. Push it up. I'll have to take that out of there. I don't know why, but it's not working for me this time like it did last time. I might have to take it through to the back and bring it up and go across again. Okay. We're good. We'll be good with that. Now I'm going to go across here go through the back of the fabric, come up again, down a bit, come up again, go across here and catch onto that bit. Okay, so that's only down a small way too, but it won't be when I finish doing it. Across here. Hope I've still got a few minutes. I hope it's not looking too higgly-piggly for you. I think this time now, though, I'm doing this a lot looser, aren't I? I am doing this a lot looser than the other one. I hope that's not going to make it look weird. We'll have to see what happens. I'm going to put some packing in underneath it anyway, a bit of string, a bit of wool. Actually, I think you can see it a bit better too, that I've made it a bit a bit more open. I'll go down the back of there. Can you see what we're doing? There you go. Now come up about here somewhere. I haven't gone too far down. I don't really want to, because I don't want to go up under there. Definitely doing this a lot more open, but I think it'll look okay. I've got no worries about that. I'm getting a bit quiet now, aren't I? Getting into the thinking part of things, I suppose. So you've got to try and think of what you're doing. You know, once I could sew, the TV going, the kids talking, and the father watching something else, and I could do that once, but not anymore. I've got to have quiet now. I've got to have quiet time. I can't do it. I even can't handle talking myself, I suppose, can I? Now, I know that doesn't look flash, but it's right. It's good for me. I like it. Oh, what have I got? This cotton, I swear, don't swear. It was a really nice colour on a really big reel, and I didn't pay much for it because I got it as a second-hand bit, and it's giving me a scary time, isn't it? As you can see. It's not that bad, though. Okay. If I just pull that up through that. I think I did. Okay, so we'll go over here. I think I better go now, because this is going to go over to the next part. So I'd rather not do it in more than... So I hope to come on here and show you the results of this. If you can't pick it up, just rewind me a bit and just see if you can watch what I'm doing slowly. I don't know if you can go... I don't know if there's a slow mode on the computer. But I think I've done enough that you can sort of tell what I'm trying to do. You get the hang of what I'm doing. There's a few different ways you can actually do this, so it's all good. And what I need to do, see, is the next one's only going to be tiny in there. So when I come up through here, which I'm not going to do now because I've run out of thread, I'll come up way back here, you know, so not right to there at all, come back there, because this one will come this way, okay? Now, I'll put something underneath it too to hold that up, because I think that looks awesome, don't you? Anyway, thank you very much for watching, everybody, and I'll talk to you later. Now, stay safe and leave a comment, tell me what you think. I'll show you lots more stitches eventually, but I just thought I'd try that today because I felt like doing that myself, so might as well show you how to do it too, eh? I'll talk to you later. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.